The third part of this in terms of transforming your mindset is visualizing success. Like, take a minute every so often, whether it's in the shower or you're driving along, and just imagine yourself achieving your goals and embodying the confident CEO that you really want to be. Welcome to the Master Your Business podcast, where we bring you the best in branding, marketing, and customer experience strategies. I'm Deirdre Martin, your host, and if you've been asking yourself how to level up your growing business, your marketing, your customer experience, or how to make more of an impact with your brand, this show is for you. You'll discover actionable tips and insights to help businesses just like yours gain clarity and illuminate the path to success. Train with industry experts, learn sales and marketing strategies, business and mindset hacks, and be inspired by authentic entrepreneurship stories. As your host, I'll share the no-nonsense advice that accelerated my journey from boring bank manager to industry thought leader in marketing and customer experience. Learn how I made the leap into the world of six-figure success, digital courses, keynote speaking, and co-authoring a #1 bestseller in just 1 year. Together with interviews from industry experts, this show ensures you're seen, heard, and hired by your ideal clients. Join our growing community of subscribers and let the Master Your Business podcast empower you to tackle your most significant challenges on your path to business success. Don't miss out. It's your turn to learn from the best and master your dream business. Hands up if you've ever felt like a fraud, even when you're kicking ass in your business. Like you're just waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Gotcha, we knew you didn't belong here." If that's you, you're in good company today, my friend, because studies show that a whopping 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their lives. And for entrepreneurs and high achievers, it can be a constant battle. And I am raising my hand right now because I'm feeling it big time at this moment. I'm launching my brand new mastermind, Millionize, and let's just say the excitement is mixed with a healthy dose of, holy crap, can I actually pull this off? Because it's new and it's up another level, it freaks me out a bit, but not because I don't think I can deliver, not because I don't think I'm good enough. It's mostly because I haven't done it before. It's new. So it's total imposter syndrome. I know I can help my clients. The results are proof in themselves. They're getting the great results, right? I'm getting great results. Yet there are all of those sneaky little things that are creeping into my mind that I'm having to coach myself on through this new phase. And these are some of the things I'm going to share with you today. And the reason I'm bearing all on this is because imposter syndrome isn't just a feeling, it's actually a mindset, and it can hold you back from achieving your full potential. It can keep you playing small. It can make you charge less than you're worth and doubting your every decision. And that is exhausting. And I've seen it time and time and again with some of my most incredible clients, the ones who are getting the best results, where they really feel that imposter syndrome is in their marketing, especially related to their messaging and especially on LinkedIn, because they're putting themselves out there for everyone to see. And when this crops up, or where it typically tends to creep in, is maybe when they're pitching to a new audience. So they've maybe pivoted a little, or, maybe it's people who are further along in their journey or more established, or people with a different problem that they're now showing up to solve. Or it can be the same offer, but to different people. It can be that they used to be on Instagram and now they're starting on LinkedIn. Maybe it was that they were doing loads of word of mouth business and now they want to start to do marketing stuff. And so even though they're freaking amazing at what they do and they get clients incredible results, they're really struggling with this. So today we're tackling this sneaky little saboteur head on. We're going to expose the lies that imposter syndrome tells us. And I'm going to share some powerful strategies for cultivating unshakable confidence. Yep, because when you master your mindset, then you can master your message. And when you master your message, then you can master your results. So if you're ready to be the confident CEO I know you were born to be, stay tuned for strategies. I'm going to share 5 to help you crush self-doubt and fully step into your CEO power. Yes. All right, let's go. Okay, first, the imposter syndrome trap. We need to take the veil off of this sneaky little saboteur. So let's begin with talking about what imposter syndrome is and why it's so damn common among high achievers. Really what it is it's that nagging voice in your head that whispers, you're not good enough. You don't belong here. Or you're going to be found out. I know I felt like that when I was joining masterminds and looking at others in the room. Heck, I even felt like that when I was starting my business. And I'd be fairly confident that you have probably felt like that at some point or other too. It's the feeling of being a fraud, even when you have a proven track record of success. Oh God, it sneaks in so quickly and easily that you don't even notice it sometimes. And it can be as well the constant comparison to others. And others who are way more established than you, others who have overcome all of these challenges before. And when you look at those people, what can happen is it leads to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. But the truth is that imposter syndrome is a liar. It's a freaking liar, okay? It's a sneaky little gremlin that feeds on your insecurities and keeps you playing small. Don't frickin' play small. Take big risks, play bigger. You were designed to play bigger. So here's my pro tip on this. Don't believe everything you think. I'm going to say that again. Don't believe everything you think. Your thoughts are not facts. Your thoughts are not facts. When that imposter syndrome voice pops up, you know the one, challenge it. Challenge it with evidence of your accomplishments and your capabilities and squash it the fuck down. Squash it the fuck down. Your accomplishments and capabilities are facts. They're things that have happened, and those thoughts that are coming in about you not being good enough, that is not fact. Not fact whatsoever. Okay. Number 2, reframing failure and turning setbacks into stepping stones. And this is one of the biggest triggers for imposter syndrome. In my view, it's the fear of failure. We worry that if we make a mistake, it will confirm that our deepest fears of not being good enough were true all along. But here's another take on that. Failure is not the enemy. It's a valuable teacher. Every successful entrepreneur has faced setbacks and failures. What they've done is they've probably failed faster and gotten further along in the journey than you have. So sometimes when we look at others and we think that they're further ahead than us, maybe they're not, or maybe they just had this failure sooner, which has helped them overcome it. But failure is part of the journey. Failure is an opportunity to learn and grow and become even better. It's about embracing the lessons and dusting yourself off so you can keep moving forward. So here's a little hack. It sounds negative, but it's not. And it's meant in a positive way. It's keep a failure journal, right? Hear me out. Here's what I mean by this. A failure journal is where you record your setbacks, those challenges, the ones that have made you go, oh, I don't think I can keep going. I don't know if I can get over this, whatever it might be. Record those. And then after you've kept going through it, after you've learned the lesson from them, record what those lessons were in the failure journal. And what this does is this will help you to reframe failure as a valuable part of your growth process. And what that does is it comes down to resilience. And when you have that book with all the failures you've overcome and you're feeling a bit shitty, you can look back at that and you can go, wow, fuck, look at all those things I got through. I can definitely get through this. You can so definitely get through this. And sometimes we just need a little reminder. But that book, oh my gosh, you're going to be like, wow, and there's going to be no stopping you. So definitely consider that. And as I say, it sounds negative, a failure journal, but actually you can use it so positively and use it in a way to reframe you to spur your success forward. Okay, strategy number 3, cultivating confidence. Now, oh my gosh, seriously, people think that I'm the most confident person ever. Deirdre, you're there on your podcast and you're doing your thing. Deirdre, you're doing videos on LinkedIn. Deirdre, you do your groups, you do the things, da da da. But you know what? I'm not the most confident person ever. I really am not. And if you are feeling a little bit like, oh, I'm not confident, or certain things that you're not confident about, this is for you too, because your inner CEO is waiting to be unleashed. And confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a skill that you develop, and it's essential for overcoming imposter syndrome so you can truly step into that power of being a freaking CEO. And even if you're a solopreneur, even if you work by yourself, nobody else helps you in your business, you are a CEO. You're the CEO of your business. You're the CEO of your life. You are a freaking CEO, and you can step into your power. So you need confidence to be able to do that. How do you cultivate confidence? Here's 3 ways to do it. Number 1, celebrate your wins. Acknowledge your accomplishments, big and small, and don't downplay your successes or dismiss them as luck. It could be something as simple as, oh my God, I got through the week. And these are all the things that happened this week. And I can't believe I got through. And that's freaking amazing, right? You got from Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, whatever it was. That can be an accomplishment. It could be that you got the kids to bed without a fight. It could be you won that 5 or 6 figure business deal. It could be you got a new pen. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it, because there's no win too big or too small. And sometimes what happens is we go through life and we don't stop to acknowledge even the smallest of successes. Like, for example, this sounds like a minor thing, but I needed new sheets for my bed, and I had been looking at some fabulous sheets and really nice, like 1,000 thread count in the white company. And I thought, is that a little bit too luxurious? I could get 600 thread count. Now, for the ladies listening, you probably know what I'm talking about. And I'm guessing some of you guys are like, what? Basically, it's how soft the sheets feel and how silky they feel and how nice they feel, and they're cotton, right? And an accomplishment for me right now is I went and I bought those 1,000 thread count sheets. And I'm like, I can't wait to climb into my bed in my new sheets. And they were expensive. And I'm like, I deserve nice sheets. My husband deserves nice sheets. We deserve a really nice, comfortable bed. But getting those sheets, it's been on my to-do list for a while. That's an accomplishment. Something really small and minor, but that's an accomplishment. Another one I've had is I have outsourced the branding for Visualise, and the graphic designer has just come back with some incredible visuals for Visualise. I've got a fabulous new logo, and that's a different type of a win. And for me, it's not just getting the stuff back, but being in a position to be able to outsource that feels incredible. Whereas before, I was bootstrapping it and probably creating stuff in Canva myself. Being able to outsource that, get it professionally designed, oh, it's such a win. And it's so exciting. Seriously, it could be the new pen that makes you feel good, but acknowledge it, whatever it is. Okay? Next, practice self-compassion. In terms of confidence and cultivating confidence, this is something that I think is really important to bear in mind. And it's talking to yourself like you would your friends. Okay? It's about being kind, understanding, and supportive. And it's like if you catch yourself saying things to yourself, it's like, hold on, come back here. You get in check, little sneaky monkey behind me here. That's not right. I would not say that to somebody else. Why am I saying that to myself? It's about encouraging, motivating, and sometimes with the imposter thing and the confidence, it's that you don't feel confident until you've done something a few times, until you feel a little bit more competent. But actually, sometimes it's just about having those little conversations inside and catching yourself saying things to yourself. And on this, I would encourage you to check out episode 72 with Dr. Anya O'D. Anya is amazing. She talks about neuro leadership. It's all to do with the brain. But one of the things that she mentions in that episode is about befriending your inner voice and practicing self-compassion to help transform that negative talk. Okay, so check that out. Episode 72. It's really good. And third thing with confidence, I think this is probably one of the most important, is to surround yourself with positivity. And what I mean by that is looking for mentors or colleagues and friends who believe in you and who lift you up when you're just not feeling the most confident in yourself. The people from whom you can borrow their confidence, the people who you'll be like, oh, I have this going on, I don't know what to do, or I'm not feeling great about it, or I'm just unsure, or oh, I don't know if I'm good enough, all those sneaky imposter syndrome things. The people who will say to you, cop the fuck on. Of course you can do it. You got this. You've got the power. You need sometimes those people in your corner cheering you on. You need that positivity and overall good energy from time to time to help lift you up when you're just not feeling it yourself. And you can really leverage that, but having those people in your corner, powerful. What I want you to know with this, and maybe it's not something you've ever thought of or realized before, is that confidence is a muscle. And the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So here's my pro tip on cultivating confidence. This is something I do. I keep a social proof file. And what that looks like, it's where I keep track of positive feedback and testimonials and client accomplishments. And what I do is I refer back to it when I need a confidence boost. I do this, how I store mine is on Notion. I keep my brand guidelines. I have them on Canva, but I also have them on Notion. And what I do is when somebody in my community has a win, I take a screenshot and I save it. And I'm like, so amazing. And so when I need a boost, I just look at all the things that my clients are achieving and that they're in my world and that in some way I have supported them. And when I look at that, it's like, oh, it's such a massive power boost. So that is my hack. So it's the opposite to the failure journal. This one is tracking the social proof, because sometimes just seeing the proof that you are doing it is enough to give you that lift. Okay. Number 4, from self-doubt to self-belief. And this is the transformative power of mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world and yourself. And if you're constantly battling imposter syndrome, it's time to upgrade your mental software. And what I mean by that is it's listening out for the negative thoughts that creep in and telling them to fuck off. It's totally challenging them, because it's that negative self-talk that fuels imposter syndrome. So take a minute every single day and write out some things you're grateful for. And the reason why I recommend you do that is because it's so hard to be negative when you practice gratitude. I'm grateful here and now that I get to share these things with you. And so that's what I want you to do. It could be whatever opportunities come your way. What are you grateful for? And another way to look at that is sometimes it's like, I have to do something. But sometimes when you say I have to do something, it feels like a noose around your neck. So and this was something I learned a couple of years ago through counseling. So what I suggest you do is reframe that into something that you get to do rather than something that you have to do, because it just feels so much nicer and it's something to be grateful for. Okay. The second part of this is focus on your strengths. I love positive psychology, and a lot of the things that I do with clients comes from a coaching perspective, comes through positive psychology. I didn't realize it, but the more I read about it, I'm like, oh, that's where I just seem to naturally go to. And that is very much around focusing on your strengths. It's about recognizing and celebrating your unique talents and abilities. It's about leveraging the things you're really good at. And sometimes what can happen is where imposter syndrome really sneaks in is when you're doing the things that suck the life out of you, when you're doing the things that are hard, that drain your energy, it makes you feel not good. Because guess what? That is something you're not good at, right? So focus on the strengths, and where you can, delegate the things that you find challenging or get support around the things you find challenging. And go back to the previous point around getting those people in your corner who will give you the guidance and support you need to help you get through wherever you're at. Okay, and the third part of this in terms of transforming your mindset is visualizing success. Like, take a minute every so often, whether it's in the shower or you're driving along, and just imagine yourself achieving your goals and embodying the confident CEO that you really want to be. Just picture yourself dressed as the best version of yourself, doing your thing, and clients doing amazing things with you as their guide. And let that feeling, like how that feel, really sink in. And then imagine you're doing that every single day, and imagine what would happen. Imagine what it would do for you financially if people were getting those incredible results and you're feeling powerful. You're feeling like you've got purpose. You're feeling that your opportunities are coming up because you're helping people do incredible things. And the result of that is that you're going to be profitable. Your business is going to be profitable. And imagine financially what that would do for you. Picture your dream home. Picture what that looks like. Maybe you're in your dream home, but maybe you want some new furnishings. Picture what they look like. Picture the car that you'd love to drive. Picture traveling to the destinations you've always wanted to see. Or maybe even the check that you'd love to be able to write for your favorite charity or voluntary organization. And this is so important to remember to do, because your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. So, and that comes back to the point I made earlier about your thoughts are not always facts. Don't believe your thoughts. So you need to think positively. You need to think about your success. So choose empowering thoughts. And when you choose empowering thoughts, you will create empowering results. Okay. Strategy number 5 is master your message. And when you master your message, it's going to help you master your results. Because when you're confident in yourself and your value, it shows in your messaging. You attract high-value clients who are ready to invest in your expertise, right? And because it comes through in your energy, it's in your conviction, it's in your belief, it's in everything that you do. I have a framework for LinkedIn that I call the LinkedIn 7C Success Strategy. And that framework is wrapped up in clarity. For your messaging to get you results, the first thing you need is clarity. Clarity is key. As so many people struggle with clarity, even seasoned entrepreneurs. And for exceptional messaging, you need to be clear on who your ideal clients are. You need to be able to clearly articulate your unique value proposition and the transformation you offer. Now, that's freaking easier said than done. And 80% of the people I've done LinkedIn audits with have struggled with those things. 80%. And I've done over 30 of them at this point. That's a huge percentage. And that's why when I work with clients, it's the first step that we work through together, because clarity helps everything else feel easier. And the second part of mastering your message to master your results is to literally speak your ideal client's language. It's to understand your ideal client's pain points and desires and use language that resonates with them. Now, I do have some hacks on this that I've used to help my clients do this. And oh my gosh, it's like in the most effective way imaginable. You're using AI and you're literally your client's language. And I have shared that, as I say, with my clients. But when you combine those two things, the AI, your client's literal language, and you amalgamate that with the StoryBrand framework, it is actually like putting your messaging on steroids, right? Seriously. If you're feeling like an imposter for your messaging, remember this. It's not about you. It's about them. And you can use really simple AI to help you get your messaging nailed epically. Like I'm talking, use ChatGPT, use Fathom or Zoom, use Zoom Note Taker, use transcripts from clients to literally take the words verbatim. Okay, at a high level, that's what I'm talking about. And then use the AI to help create your content and messaging specifically around that. Okay. And the last thing with this, and the last part of all of these strategies, is to be bold and authentic. It's to let your personality shine through in your messaging. And the thing is, right, in terms of LinkedIn audits, like 99% of people are saying that they're authentic on LinkedIn, but what they're not is bold. They're not boldly authentic. And sometimes when you're being boldly authentic, you're going to fuck up. It's not going to be perfect. And that's okay. If that's not something you've done before, think about what I said earlier. New things are scary. And as an entrepreneur, you know this, you know you need to take bigger risks. But being you in your messaging, being bold and you in your messaging, that isn't a big risk. In fact, it's not a risk at all because you are fucking amazing. So here's a tip on this. Practice your messaging out loud. Does it sound like you? Does it excite you? And if not, keep refining it until it does. Okay, keep refining it until it does. It should sound like the stuff that you write in your content should sound like how you talk when you're having a conversation with somebody. That's what it should sound like. So there you have it, a roadmap for overcoming imposter syndrome and becoming the badass freaking confident CEO you were born to be. Now, what the last thing I would say about imposter syndrome is for you to remember this. You are capable, you are worthy, and you have a unique contribution to make to this world. So I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you for this week ahead to identify one negative thought pattern that's holding you back. And I want you to challenge that thought pattern with a positive affirmation. Write it down, repeat it daily, and then watch your confidence reach new levels. That's it for today. So thank you for tuning in to the Master Your Business podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to share it with other entrepreneurs who are ready to ditch the self-doubt and embrace their full potential. Until next time, keep mastering your business. Bye for now.